Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And they'll be facing Juan Manuel Marquez, 5'7" tall with a reach of 67 inches.
Yeah, if you've got a bro that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that.
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the greatest fighters Mexico has ever produced, a world champion in 4 weight classes, and held 9 major world titles from featherweight to light welterweight.
It'll be ding-ding from first off, they're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, when you've got...
Here we go for round 1. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Jab. Always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? Tell him when he goes back to the corner, how are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Right hook is finding its target. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
We may see an early stoppage here. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than you.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Here we can see a jab from these two. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Thought there would be some more action here. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fight, the rounds can get a little boring. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heel, but look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of it.
Pretty good start in the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's...
Oh my God, Johnny! Why weren't they covering up? A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Do you believe what we are seeing? Both men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Nice round, good round. I like that. Good round. Three shots, good start. Good work there, Johnson. Come on, let him get back in. We should get him this time. Go, Jack. Set him up. He will take it out. He's ready to go. Just get rid of him, and then we're going to do it. The main job is smart. As you see it, he'll drive it out. Go out now, and then you're in. That's it. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go to the fourth round. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
The straight right just misses. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Todd, I would have fighter had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, just really befuddles your opponent, because when they're out, they think you're out of range. You catch them with a jab, and if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
It's all offense all the time. Just missed with that hook. Only catching air with that. Not a lot of defense here at all. Not finding its target. I'd like to see more. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round. You feel good? We'll be boxing back together.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Crawford in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Do you believe this? For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Then step back for just a moment. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get... A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
sixth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Right there. The defense, and down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. That will do it. They want no more. And that will do it. This fight is over.